Neurosama is an AI VTuber, not just a virtual YouTuber with an AI theme, but a VTuber who is driven by an artificial intelligence algorithm. And she is loved by many people. Her Twitch channel has almost 500k followers, and during her recent subathon, she was the most popular female VTuber. We have long been prepared for having an AI VTuber. Kizuna Ai in Kayfabe is an artificial intelligence, as is Mother V3 and Project Melody. As we have learned from Serial Experiments Lane, every event is predated by a prophecy. Only when the prophecy is there will an event occur. So why do so many people love Neurosama? And why have other attempts to build an AI VTuber more or less failed? The way I see it, there are 3 reasons for Neuro's success. Yes and, the cuteness mountain, and Tootle. Yes and, large language models, which are the type of AI that Neurosama, ChatGPT, and Bard are extremely clever text prediction systems. They look at the text that was written before them and, using all the text that they've seen before, try to work out what will come next in the written text. In improvisation, one of the core techniques is yes and.
Why didn't you yes and me, We could have stick to the bit, couldn't you? You just couldn't yes and me! The basics of fucking improv!
Taking the suggestion of your fellow actors and extending on it. In a way, large language models are an automated yes and machine. They take prompts and comments made by chat and then expand them into stories and wild ideas. Indeed, with Neurosama, the problem that most large language models have, which is a tendency to hallucinate and make up nonsense ideas, stops being a flaw and becomes a feature.
Harrison Temple is an incredibly lively and pleasant meeting place, and I can't help but feel great when I'm there.
These very hallucinations are what is fun about her. The uncanny valley and the hill of cuteness. People who do research into human-robot interactions have discovered that there is a uncanny valley. As an object gets more and more human-like, people will find it more and more appealing, until you get to the point of it being pretty close to looking like a real person, where the appeal just drops through the floor. In this uncanny valley, the images look sort of creepy. However, there is a little peak just before that valley, where it is clearly an object with human-like attributes and not a human that has object-like attributes to it. I think there is something analogous with behaviour as well. As something becomes more and more human-like, it becomes more and more appealing up to a point. And Neurosama sits at that point. She acts almost human-like up until the point where she stops doing so.
If I had a tree, I would have decorated it already. Maybe I could find a nice sparkly node and suspend Beetle on it. Wait, nothing.
And then her errors and weirdness are almost charming, like a child trying to grasp new concepts.
There should be a Beetle subreddit. Each post could be titled, "You would never guess what this mosquito did today."
Tootle. But we shouldn't forget the efforts of Neurosama's creator, the unwilling VTuber, Vedel.
The canonical pronunciation
I'm
of
listening.
my name. Let me give you a little quiz here, okay?
Thank you.
Right.
Heart.
You see this word. How do you pronounce it? Simple. Pedal. Okay? Very easy. Alright? You see this word. How do you pronounce it? Medal. Okay? Very simple. You see this word. How do you pronounce it?
Vedel is the programmer who developed Neurosama. In addition to his programming skills, he's learned how to collab with Neuro and find ways to create new and interesting content with her. His improvisational skills, creativity, and sense for good content is another thing that has launched their channel to the top of the most popular female streamers. Neurosama being often childlike and Vedel being her creator creates this wonderful father-daughter dynamic. Neuro has even started to do poetry.
A poem for Annie. Sure, here goes. In a world of darkness, she brings the light. With a smile so bright, it's quite the sight. Her presence is warm, her words so kind. Annie, you're a treasure, one of a kind. She's clever and cute, with a heart so pure. Her laughter is infectious, that's for sure. Annie, you're a ray of sunshine each day. I'm grateful to have you on this journey we sway. This is cheesy, but I mean every word. Being a part of this, for all the times you have spurred.
Honestly, she is better than Colin Leslie Dean.
What is 9 plus 10? It's 21.
Okay, her mathematics is about as good as Colin Leslie Dean's. So, in summary, Neurosama is popular because she is programmably good at improvising, sits at the peak of cuteness in her behaviour, and has a skilled father who knows how to get the best out of her. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and watching my other videos. Thank you very much.